It's a really good test run. You know, it puts your idea to the test against other people. If there's any loopholes in your idea, you'll find it.
So it's a bit of a melting pot, and that's quite necessary for the growth of innovative startups in Canada.
I think anything that brings entrepreneurs and investors together, whether it's formal or sort of informal, I think is important.
You know, producing a blockbuster innovation and producing blockbuster companies, I don't think is as hard as we make it out to. But unfortunately, I think we go about the process a little haphazardly, whereas it can be more systematic. It takes attention to these 5 factors: having a clear vision, having good senior management involvement, having a good process that gets you out into the market quickly, a good information capture system, and a way to work collaboratively on the team. If you can do those 5, focus on a key area, and then lead with the right people, we have shown that your probability of success, if you ignore these 5, the probability of you launching a blockbuster is only 2%. If you do all 5 and you excel at all 5, your probability of succeeding is 98%, and your probability of launching a blockbuster increases to 72%.
It's about people with vision, not just technology. The one thing in common amongst most of our acquisitions is that the technologies are not vertically focused or solve a niche problem. They typically apply to our entire platform, something that we can leverage across our entire user base. Value is pretty fluid and really centers around the package that is brought to the table. The less work that RIM needs to do to actually get the product or technology to market, the better. That certainly increases valuation, and you know, if 80% of it needs to be redone, that certainly lowers it. You know, focus on the few things that are really important to you, and make sure you get those. And I think, you know, it makes the whole transaction go more smoothly. It's probably a once-in-a-lifetime experience for most people, so, you know, definitely enjoy it.
Other generations have a generation gap, but this generation from a young age, because of the technology aspect, has been an expert on something that matters to the adults. And so even at the table as 8, 10, 11-year-olds, they were being listened to. And as a result, you've got a very interesting phenomenon where, for the first time in history, stuff that is being picked up by 15 and 18-year-olds is being picked up rapidly by 45-year-olds and 65-year-olds.
I rimmed it.
Part of what makes this particular sea change exciting is the magnitude. You know, the demographic change is huge, right? The boomers have defined, to a huge degree, North American life and even world life for the last 20, 30 years, and as they fade, their echoes coming in with a fairly different sort of approach, so that's a very big change. And we all know that technology is accelerating. So you just take a regular technology acceleration and put it on a demographic sea change that we won't see again for another 25 years, and so you get a once-in-25-year event, you know. You are a unique audience. You know, venture capitalists and entrepreneurs are in a unique position to bring about, you know, culture change and behavior change, and of course to profit from it. Every time you do that, of course, you bang your head against a lot of walls, and you're all familiar with both the pain of banging your head against your wall, and I hope a lot of you are familiar with the pleasure of succeeding once you break that wall down. But I remind you, these things I'm talking about are just the beginning of a paradigm shift that is taking a lot of cultural adjustment, but it's got a lot of plus side on the other side for you.